Okay, we're just gonna get right into it here. Pretty laid back, these type of MMOs. I mean, not much different than World of Warcraft or other games in the genre, that being MMORPG. A little bit different from what I usually play, but I remember playing City of Heroes when it first came out. And it was honestly, it was one of my favorite games. They actually used to distribute a comic book with this game. So as usual, as we're getting started on the stream, if you're catching this later or hanging out now, and you notice that the sound is off, can't hear my voice over the game, or can't hear the game over my voice, please let me know, so that I can make sure to adjust that. I just need to bring up the chat here. For whatever reason, when I play with Streamlabs OBS, it will not let me sign into my own chat. Brutal. So the first thing we're going to do here is go see if we can find ourselves a mission, a lot like any classic MMO. It's always mission after mission, right? Go here, go there, beat these guys up, grab this, talk to these people. So I'm going to ask Matthew Habashi here. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, Homerun Henry. Ask about available missions. What was lost? Part 1, Demons and Gangsters. Man, as if we don't have enough problems with Galaxy City, the Hellions are terrorizing a neighborhood nearby. The majority of the Paragon Police Department are too busy trying to contain the situation in Galaxy, and we've got a ton of refugees in that area trying to take shelter. We need your help in taking back that neighborhood, Homerun Henry. Just tell me where to go and I'll help those people. They're in one of the... Matthew Habashi seems distracted for a moment. He shakes his head, gathering himself. Sorry. They're in a neighborhood to the west of Atlas Plaza. You've got to thin out their numbers. Then what remains of the PPD can take control of the situation. Be careful, Homerun Henry. The Hellions aren't your run-of-the-mill gangsters. These guys are demon worshippers. Okay. We're going to put on sprint down here and athletic run, so it's going to be kind of a breakneck pace. I'm going to see if I can pick up another mission as well. So you can go into the city hall here, and actually, if I remember correctly, there's going to be missions under new hero assignment. I just don't know. Enhanced logistics and insight for tactical. Yep, there we go. Susan Davies, are you ready for some action? It's just... Ask about available missions. I need you to go speak to Lawrence Mansfield. He has a lead on a missing persons case that caught my attention. It's his third such report in the last week. Oh, and welcome to Elite. Enhanced logistics for insight and tactical excellence. Speak to Lawrence Mansfield. So, our protagonist here, Homerun Henry, very clearly a child. A baseball bat wielding, extremely resilient child. Shadowseer, what's up? A game I've never heard of, excited to watch. Came out in 2004. Played it when it first came out. Played a lot of it when it first came out. Used to be one of my favorite MMOs. Actually, this one in the Matrix Online. Okay, so I think we're going to do the... Well, actually, first things first. To expedite this play... I know a little bit about this game. Now, we're going to sneak into the back of this truck. And I'm going to go get a double XP token is what I'm going to do. I don't actually know if it's going to work outside of this place. We're going to a nightclub. I shouldn't be allowed in here. Homerun Henry is clearly not old enough. And if you think the fast running is ridiculous, it is. But it makes this game very much more enjoyable. So we're gonna go talk to this lady. These are all players. Anybody like this guy flapping around up here? What's his name? Blue Northern Light, the Moth Lady. She's a player. Arrow Instinct is anybody with a blue name or a purple name. All players. All these people are players. This game has a staggering amount of active players. Not the lady I am looking for. See, that music? Not suitable for a young man this age. Temporary powers, buffs, experience booster. Double XP booster for 1 hour, free, power created. So, I think that'll stick with me. I don't really know. One game I'd love to see, one game that I would love to see from this kind of era of gameplay. How do I get out of here? Oh no, I'm lost. Okay, hold on. We came in past War Witch, so it's got to be somewhere. Back here, maybe? Nope, that's how we get to... Don't worry, I'll figure this out. One of the games I would love to see from this era of video gaming... this looks like a casino. Would be Matrix Online. Probably one of my favorite games from when this kind of era of MMOs. Why don't we check the map? Let's not get crazy here. So I need to find Base Portal, Imperial City, Echo Plaza, King. There we go. So if we go forwards and right. Okay. Let me out. We're still fresh. We're still learning. We can take that marker off, I think. King's Row Bouncer. Atlas Park Bouncer. This is where we want to go. Okay, so the only reason I came in here was to get a double XP token. Again, I don't know if it's going to work outside of that zone. I think it will. I don't know if they plan that far ahead. It might not. Not a big deal. Okay. Out of the back of the creepy truck. Let's pick up a mission here. Take the fight to the Hellions. Defeat 5 Hellions. Let's start with that. And then we'll go speak to Lawrence Mansfield. At the top of the map, you'll see an indicator here on the compass that kind of tells us the direction of our task, our mission. And the whole intent here is to play through... Okay. I don't know if orange is necessarily a good color. Could die here. Might die. Okay. War cry. Grand Slam. No, I didn't mean to hit looking for a team. So you get these inspirations you'll see down... Oh, not good. I might use one of these, actually. That was a shield inspiration. All I've got right now is kind of two moves. Well, 3. I've got a throwing knife, which seems to do quite a bit of damage, but the cooldowns on everything maybe suck a little bit. Could die. Heavy chance of death here. Just kidding. Grand Slam. We have to, if you hit F10, you shout your war cry. And I decided to make Henry's Grand Slam. Oh, I missed. Point blank. Throwing knife toss, miss. So I think we are actually getting the double XP. No big deal. What sort of powers do we have, or are we wanting to get? Well, we're gonna dive into that in just about 2 seconds here. So between level ups, you can't level up on your own. So unlike a game, you know, World of Warcraft players, other common MMOs, you're gonna find you would level up, you get a level up, bam, you get to pick some abilities, do some stuff. So in this game, you actually have to go back to a superhero, in this case, Miss Liberty, and talk to them and say, hey, train me to a new power level. So I'm going to say train to a new level of power. You're ready for security level 2. You become powerful enough to learn a new power. You will also gain fitness and rest. We'll find out what those do in a sec. Fitness will make you run faster, jump higher, and recover more quickly. Recover quicker. Rest will allow you to quickly heal your wounds, but you will be left vulnerable while doing so. Visit a trainer whenever you level up to increase your abilities. After training, you will need to gain 317 experience before training again. Okay, so our powers. Homerun Henry's powers. He's young. He's robust, but oddly strong and oddly resilient. We took War Mace, which gives us a baseball bat, hence his name. And we took Invulnerability. You can activate, so, you know, these are the powers that we have access to right now. So Invulnerability here, I've got resist physical damage. It's kind of a passive, always on, no endurance. That's what's under my face here. Temp Invulnerability, so I can toggle this and become highly resistant to damage. Not bad. War Mace, Pulverize. Now I can get another attack here. So we just ran into some orange guys. So I think what I'm gonna do is go with Temp Invulnerability. Because I've got the throwing knife, kind of a brawl, which is a punch, and the bash with the bat. Dropping them more quickly would be decent, but I think if I'm gonna try to speed up this leveling process, we're gonna have Temp Invulnerability walk, which is pretty cool. I got a rocket pack so we can fly if we want. Throwing knives and rest to heal up kind of between fights. But that Temp Invulnerability is gonna provide some survivability, so we can already jump kind of like a superhuman, which is awesome. And right now, defeat 5 Hellions. So whatever that... Well, these guys look like some Hellions. Grand Slam! I'm going to throw on this Temp Invulnerability and see how much more damage we can just kind of eat up here. And just like any MMO, you're just hitting buttons, right? You can see down here I've got kind of my basic attack, which is a brawl, which is just a punch set to 1. And then I've got my support abilities up on the second bar. Throwing knives, I probably should have throwing knives down on the third bar with the other attacks. And now throwing knives, I think that never used to be a thing. I'm pretty sure they instituted throwing knives to give you a pull. Wow, this Temp Invulnerability though, these guys aren't doing a thing. My life bar is in the top right, if you hadn't noticed that, along with the experience bar. The purple bar shows how much experience we're getting kind of per kill in action. And we're gonna punch this guy, we're gonna grand slam this dude, throwing knife him. You know what? I might clear out this whole parking lot because, like, that's a very heroic thing to do. And Homerun Henry's feeling pretty... Grand Slam! You have to make sure to use your heroic war cry after every time you smash a bad guy with a bat. ST, man, I remember playing this game. Get back out there. I'm really enjoying it. I've got some higher level heroes, but I really wanted to play through fresh on stream for everybody who hasn't seen the game. Because, I mean, this game has a lot to offer, and the story is not half bad. Oof, this Temp Invulnerability is good. I don't know if it's that good. Let's add some shield inspiration to it. Oh, they keep spawning around me. We might have to make a tactical retreat here. Just kidding. Oh, he thinks he's got the bat moves. I don't think you've got what it takes. Power's kind of reminded me of Kick-Ass so far. Fairly accurate. Yeah, there's nothing special. So that's another thing. I really would have liked to demonstrate character creation. Maybe I'll do that in a later stream. Maybe I'll make another hero and kind of demonstrate to everybody how you can kind of power level. You can do that with groups of people. They have no problem farming you through levels in this game if you're more interested in kind of getting to end game content sooner. But I'd really like to play through the story with the missions and kind of get the background of Paragon City. So we've got maybe 2 levels, maybe 1 level, I'm not sure. And we've also finished a mission. So we can go into our contacts here. Task complete, return to this contact. So a lot of the time you can call these guys. Now, while we're out and about, let's go talk to Lawrence Manfield. Wow, he is really far away, but it takes us through Atlas Park. So what I'm going to do is grab these levels. I think I only got 1 level, maybe 2. I don't know. Train to a new level of power. You're ready for security level 3. You've gained 2 empty enhancement slots to place on any power that you'd like. This allows you to equip that power with an additional enhancement, and thus increasing the potential capabilities of that particular power. We need to sort out this camera right now. There we go. Room for 4 more pieces of salvage, room for 4 more pieces of salvage in your storage vault, room for 10 more items in your auction inventory. So leveling up kind of gives you access to more and more and more. ST, do you have shader on? I don't remember the graphics like this. So they've added a ton of graphical enhancements to the game. Bash seems like it's going to be something we use consistently, so we're going to toss the ability to enhance that. And our passive invulnerability is something, our passive damage resist is something I'm going to stack into here. So we didn't quite get 2 levels out of that, but we did get some. And now I don't know if I've gotten any enhancements. We have to go into our menu here. We have to go down to enhancements, see what we've picked up. So we've got a reach device, which we can't use. We have a grenade, which we can't use. Oh, we can. So this is an accuracy enhancement. So we'll toss, let's see what else we have first here. Damage. Li Tie Kuai's earrings. Increases damage by 13.3%. High explosive grenade increases its damage by 15%. So I say we haven't missed with Bash yet. So let's increase its damage by 15 and its accuracy by 13. Now this is another accuracy enhancement. We can't seem to use that anywhere. I can't use this at all because it's science and technology, and our character's background is kind of natural. Like he came by this power naturally. He's just born different. Okay, let's go speak to Lawrence Manfield after we talk to Matthew Habashi. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, Homerun Henry. Ask about available missions. What was lost? Part 2. It sounds like the Hellions are either planning something big or they know something big is about to happen. I'll admit, I'm kind of new to the whole business of taking down criminals like this. I was just a guy working behind a desk before the Galaxy incident. I think I have an idea of what we can do next, however. What are you thinking? Officer Nelson is taking charge of the PPD's cleanup of that neighborhood. He'll know something. He'll know about anything going on with the Hellions. I'd go talk to him. Oh yeah, here's my cell phone number. You can call me at any time. This way of communication is much more efficient. Contacts will give their cell phone numbers once you've done enough missions for them. You can use this to call them from anywhere in the open world. So most of these contacts also, you see this down here, it says ask about the store. Most of them will have a store where you can at least sell enhancements, if not buy enhancements, but you can usually always buy inspirations. So we're going to sell kind of all these enhancements to get. So the currency in this game is called influence, which is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got 2 quests. We're going to knock out the first one for the elite. That something, I don't remember what it stands for now. It's a serious acronym though. And we're gonna thwart any crime we see kind of on the way. So here we go. We've got some, I don't know, it doesn't look like they're committing any crimes. It really just looks like they're having a conversation. Grand Slam. Wow, that added damage on that baseball bat. Where'd their friend go? Think you can run away from me, criminal? Whoa, big miss. Should have put the accuracy on after all. He's pulling a gun on a kid? The nerve. Oh, thanks very much. Every week someone's trying to steal my purse. I mean, for a city filled with heroes, crime is rampant. Where's this Lawrence Manfield? Where is this? Oh, there he is. Found him. That was easy. The bodies are piling up. I don't have time just now, but I bet Susan Davies would be happy to hear from you. What? Okay. Check out the warehouse at Atlas Park. More thieves. Knife toss. Boop. Thanks very much. Every week someone is trying to steal my purse. You too, huh? It's kind of a trend in this city. We're sorting out crime wherever we find it. I can't wait till we can add another move to our repertoire of attacks here. That temp and vulnerability, though, it's barely draining. I guess it's called endurance, but, you know, if you're familiar with most MMOs that use magic systems, it would be like mana. But that temp and vulnerability absorbs a ton of damage and barely takes the endurance out of old Homerun here. Old H squared. I'm just gonna super hop. I guess I could put on the rocket pack. How far away do we think this is? Check it. Oh, it's right here. Miss Liberty gave me a jetpack so we can fly around. You can actually take flight as a power later on. So, not that far on, I don't think. I think it's at like level 5, maybe 10. You hear the marching of booted feet on concrete. Time to meet my justice. Marching. Grand Slam! Wow, I'm fast. So I actually kind of like to turn off, you know, the sprinting and the athletic run while we're in these missions. Oh, I missed. Come on. That disorient, though, lasts a long time. Doesn't always hit. I bet you I can get some enhancements to increase how often that disorients. Get some Nebula henchmen. Grand Slam. Okay, so we've got actually a tray full of inspirations here. If we run into anybody too difficult, I'll be using them. Ouch. I don't know what kind of damage bullets do. I'm hoping that temp and vulnerability provides some defense. Oh, maybe not. Knockdown. Night. I feel like he's just clubbing every single one of these dudes in the nuts. I mean, he's at the right height. Now, I don't know if they're still hiding objects or if they ever hide objects. I'm so tiny. Anything lootable or discoverable? I don't know if that's a thing. Usually if there's a box you can open, it's kind of glowing. I think it would be cool if they, you know, made it, now that they've got full ownership of the game, if they added some reason to kind of explore these dungeons, you know, these missions. And maybe added some music to these missions. Because right now it's just the sound of heroism and my dulcet tones. Get some. Maybe we'll get some music when we find a boss or something. Locate Brent Bester. That's our mission here. Nebula Adjutant. Ooh, miss. Big miss. Big miss. Definitely gonna have to what you're hearing there, that like error noise, is me trying to spam attacks before they're ready. I'm definitely gonna have to try to spec into the disorient on that that bash maneuver there. Brent Bester, are you hiding behind these crates? What is this contraption? Just an airport conveyor belt. This character being this tiny is hilarious. Are you kidding me? That was a jumping knife throw. Absolutely, we require some heroic music for these missions instead of just gunfire and clubbing grown men in the nuts with a baseball bat. That level up noise, deafening. Deafening. Let me just pour a beverage here. Homerun Henry can't drink, so we need to kind of in solidarity. That you get it. You get what I mean. Not in solidarity. Let's increase our damage here. Let's get a little damage crazy. Grand Slam! That damage enhancement is serious. That was an inspiration I just used down here in this bar. And you can see all the bonuses we've got going on kind of up underneath the name. I don't know how I have all those crazy things. Phenomenal luck, robust, uncanny sight. On and on the list goes, but they're all up there. Excuse me, have you gentlemen seen Brent Bester? These guys are gray. I don't even know if I'm getting experience from these guys at this point. Oh, 8 experience. That counts. That counts. Okay. Ooh, not clear. Not clear. I thought the warehouse was clear. There you are, Brent! Leave him be. Grand Slam. Dummy. There we go. Hello, sir. So this is one of my favorite features of this game, is that as soon as you've completed a mission, this little button shows up top. I don't have to navigate back through this warehouse. I just click exit and off. We're off to the races. So I found Brent Bester and gained 33 experience and 33 influence. Our next mission appears to be defeat all council soldiers in Atlas Park. Interesting. And then we'll go speak with Officer... You know what? Maybe we'll go... I'm going to put back on our super speed running. Let's go grab our level up. Crush those council soldiers and then go speak to Officer What's-His-Nuts. And see if we can find some more criminals to destroy. Train to a new level of power. If you've got something too tough for you to handle by yourself, remember that there are lots of other heroes out there who can help. Try teaming up with another player. Right-click on another person and select Invite to team up. If the other person accepts, then you will have formed a team. You can form a team of up to 7 other players, so 8. Your team window keeps track of the hit points and endurance of your teammates. You will be able to select your teammates by clicking on their name in the Team Up window. Also, a chat channel lets you communicate discreetly with your teammates. You are now at the appropriate security level to begin acquiring salvage and recipes from enemies that you defeat. Once you reach security level 10, speak to Admissions. Admissions Officer Greg Lenk at the university in Steel Canyon to learn more about inventions. Okay, I gain a new power. So we want... You've unlocked access to new power sets, to select a power pool, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. We could take... You know, this isn't a good time for it, but I could take like a... We've got concealment, we've got experimentation, fighting, flight, force of will, leadership, leaping. Now, flight and leaping and speed and teleportation, they're great for getting around. Medicine. Now, here's the interesting thing. I think what I'm gonna do is maybe go into medicine. I'm gonna have to look into it. And I say that because if I'm gonna be trying to be solo, I'm gonna need a reliable means of healing. That said, you know, this doesn't look good because it says these close range powers should be performed away from combat because they can be interrupted. So we'll see. I may not even tuck into a third power set until I've gotten far enough through these ones. Unsure. But let's find a damage high. This upward swing attempts to shatter your opponent's jaw. It's going to be his pelvis in our case because we're so short. Slower than bash, but causes more damage. Flying him upwards into the air. We want jaw break. We want pelvis breaker. That's happening. Okay. Defeat all council soldiers in Atlas? In Atlas Park, in Chaps Park. And then we're going to make our way to Dr. Doctor? Who are we going to see? Officer Nelson. Dr. Nelson. Is this, I think I went into a building I didn't need to go into. The floor has just been swept, and you can smell a fresh coat of paint on the walls. Looks like the council is preparing this place for a larger occupancy. As it turns out, I did come to the right place. ST, my hero wore leopard black and yellow pants, shirt, and bandana with a pink heart on his chest, named Joy Division. Hunted his hero outfit down in the sexy jungle and took down a sexy leopard, I guess. Okay, let's turn off this speed. So, I like the sprint. If you're playing alone and you don't mind rushing around, sprint sweet. Let's try this. Jawbreaker. Pelvis breaker. Boom! He died, coughing up shards of his pelvis. Good night, gentlemen. See, this right here, this would be a perfect little box or something. You know, as a loot item, they should really... I don't know how hard it is to code things. The most I've ever coded is a text-based game. But, you know, I think they should add some loot to these dungeons. Beyond just the one or two glowing boxes you run into from time to time. That move was sweet, though, right? Night-night. Man. That one is not gonna get old, especially if I hit F10 and shout Grand Slam when I do it. They also need music. Why is there no music? Right now, at least. There's music outside in the city. Come on now. I can't. I'm not gonna lie, I was also super tempted to make Sumo Khan in City of Heroes. There's a great series of books. Who is it written by? Can't tell you right now. It's called Daniel X. Fantastic series of books. well-known author. But it's literally this character minus the baseball bat. He's kind of a super young man, and you don't know if it's all in his imagination or if it's real. But he's got extreme superpowers. It's very cool. It's written very seriously. If you're into reading. I know it's not a popular pursuit these days, unless it's on a screen. But... The Pelvis Destroyer. What are these council members planning? It's too bad that Homerun Henry is too young to read. Where do we go from here? Is the real question. Aha. Hello, gentlemen. Get airborne. Grand slam. So right now we're in the early stages of the game. These are the learning stages, right? And so what's going to happen is that it gets the kind of difficulty curve is straight up. Like a lot of these MMOs, right? If you ever played World of Warcraft, you basically go from kind of breezing your way through everything to like, hey, bam, I'm in Westfall and everything is murdering my face right off my face. This game is no different in that respect. Oh man, I wish that cooldown wasn't 6 seconds. Should have called this guy Ball Destroyer. The Testicular Torturer. Hup. Hup. Oh, thought I could go shelf to shelf there. Ooh, swing and a miss. There's a lot of council soldiers to defeat. So these throwing knives, I kind of touched on earlier. I think I got caught up in how awesome that Grand Slam and that move is, that Jawbreaker move. But what I was trying to say is these throwing knives, they're really only an early game thing. I think their damage drops off after level 10. I'm pretty sure it tells you that their damage drops off after level 10. And at which point, it's not very good for damage. It could still be utilized for pulling enemies. But I think it's intended to add a bit of extra damage for new characters and then give you kind of a pull. So you can pull mobs away so you don't have to aggro huge groups. And again, this is unbelievable. We just killed a gazillion people and there's not a single box in here that's glowing to loot. I thought I was about to just choke on my words there. I thought that was glowing. It's not. No level up. Still level 4. Defeat all council soldiers. Contact. Speak with officer. Task complete. So I have to return to Susan Davies. So let's go return to Susan Davies, get our next mission from her, or next contact, or whatever that turns out to be. And then we'll go find Officer Nelson. Dr. Nelson. I mean, look at the reflections. Like, for a game that came out in 2000 floor? I'm looking at the floor. The statue, the floor. This is the roof, the floor. This is... I don't know if this is a new graphical change, but that's swell for a game that came out in 2000 floor. There's a lot... I did it again. I'm not going to be able to say floor. There's a lot to be said about the effort that went into games made around this time compared to the money grubbing effort that goes into a lot of games that come out this day and age. Detective Jose? Joe's. Detective Jose Brogan, someone I knew in my troubled youth, has a lead that the Skulls plan to attack an upcoming Meta Club dance party. Like pirates of the street, they will be there to loot and plunder as they please. Speak with Detective Brogan about the Skulls attack. He'll know how to point you in the right direction. Okay. Let's see if we grabbed any enhancements we can use from that mission, or those two missions. Got Dragon Rage, which is going to add 33.3% damage to the pelvis cracker. So that's what it's all about. That's awesome. Anything here? We have a stun. Increases the duration of powers that disorient. I kind of wanted to slap this on the bash because that disorient is very useful. I care less about the damage. So let's swap that out. And increases a power's recharge rate. That would be great on Jawbreaker. I don't need it on Temp and Vulnerability. And I can sell basically the rest. I'm going to sell all these, actually. So I'm going to be selling as many kind of inspirations, enhancements as I can early on so we can stockpile cash to buy some really good enhancements later down the line. I'm going to play this character. I've got other characters with millions and millions of influence, and I could just feed them this character. But that's going to take away from the whole point of this playthrough. I'm going to play through the whole entire story because I've never done it. And I'm going to try to do it solo, which is going to prove difficult, which is why I chose a tank character. He's actually called a tanker. That's his whole shtick. Okay, so we're going to go speak with Officer Nelson first. Let's fly. Let's use the jetpack. He's only 200 yards away. Homerun Henry, right? I heard you're responsible for helping us take back this area. We all appreciate it. You and Matt are already doing a lot of good for this city. It can set an example for those lazier heroes. It's a shame that his wife Dana died in Galaxy Dark. But anyway, we could use more of your help here if you're willing to give it. Yes, can you tell me about any more Hellion activity? Wait, Matthew's wife died in Galaxy? He didn't tell you? Doesn't surprise me. He's a very focused guy. I don't know the details. All I know is that he said she didn't make it. If you want to know more, I'd ask him. Will do. What can you tell me about the Hellions? The Hellions are over in Prometheus Park right now. We've got reports they've kidnapped several people and are trying to take others in the park. Someone has to stop them. But we just don't have the manpower to keep this neighborhood safe and go after them. It'll be up to you to make that happen, Homerun Henry. I'm on it. Leave it to me, Officer Dr. Nelson. Okay, fight off the Hellions in Prometheus Park. Like my jump noise? Necessary. Monorail. Good jump. Cross the river. Not gonna happen. Land on his ankle. Okay, okay. Everything's fine. Damn it. Okay, these guys are blue. I'm not too worried. Pelvis cracker. You know what? Getting rid of that damage on the bash is noticeable. I'm going to take off sprint and leave on athletic run. We just saved 1 out of 4 civilians. Derek on the ground. I'll save you, Derek. Pelvis cracker. Grand slam. But hopefully we get more of that disorient. Oh, there. No, still not disoriented, eh? Pelvis cracker. Get out of here, Derek. And take your Hawaiian shirt and love handles with you. You guys need some justice. He did not go flying. This guy will, though. Did he shoot me mid-air with a shattered pelvis? Nice. Okay, one more Hellion to go. It looks like Orville has taken Derek's place laying down. If I could get that disorient while they're on the ground, after that haymaker, that would kind of be ideal. Okay, so clue found. Why we fight? One of the Hellions threatened you after you took him down. You all can't stop what's coming. We know what we're gonna get. We've been told what's going to happen next. Galaxy was just the first step. Atlas won't be far behind. Cursed caverns. One of the victims... Get out of here. Boop! One of the victims you rescued spoke about the caverns beneath Prometheus Park. You have to do something. The Hellions have made a home for themselves in those caverns. They said something about us using it as a place to store some artifacts. They were told to move on them. They were told to move on them. Please, I don't want what happens to Galaxy to happen to Atlas. I don't know what happened to Galaxy City. I don't know what you're talking about. We should probably deal sweet justice to this guy before we head into the cave. Pelvis Destroyer. I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that, but it hasn't ceased to be funny to me yet when I hit people with this move. Okay, so it seems like this hidden cavern, which is blocked by a gigantic boulder, which is absolutely no issue for Homerun Henry's immense strength. Hup. Okay, no big deal. Fiery cavern. Find information on the Hellions. Whoa, what are you doing in my cavern? Add some damage to these punches. Use that inspiration. For no reason at all, I thought this was instanced, but it's very clearly not. Oh, it's hard not to laugh when they go flying in the air. You find an artifact that exudes dark magic. It seems the Hellions are using this to perform some sort of a dark magic in the caves beneath Prometheus Park. You notice a small label on the side of the artifact reading, "Property of Magi." Very stealthy. Just what the doctor ordered. Nothing back there that we need? Okay. So this is clearly... Oh, hey. Hey, what's up? Getting exponentially stronger. Every level brings us closer and closer to Ness from Earthbound, which is who this character is modeled after. Whoa! I really want to play Earthbound now. Should not have mentioned that game. I might do a Super Nintendo Earthbound playthrough. So I actually own a Super Nintendo original. I've had it since I was very young. And I also own Earthbound. I may find some way to finagle that and hook that up to my television and stream that sometime. A legitimate Super Nintendo playthrough of Earthbound. Oh, Homerun Henry. Good to hear from you. What's going on with the Hellion situation? I found an artifact they had. It looks like it belongs to Magi. Great! I mean that to be sarcastic, by the way. The Magi Vault in Galaxy City was destroyed during the incident. There's probably hundreds of dangerous artifacts floating around Paragon now. At least we've got one of them. We're getting reports, however, of more missing people. Probably the Hellions' work. Cursed artifacts, crazy cultists, missing people. Never a good sign, says the 11-year-old. You're right on that one, Homerun Henry. We need to find out where the Hellions are keeping all these people. Did you find out anything else? What happened to your wife, if you don't mind me asking, says the boy. My wife? Nelson told you, I'm guessing. Aye. We were in Galaxy, Dana and I, when the incident happened. We were trying to get out when a bunch of those monsters separated us. I distracted them to give her a chance to run. We were split, but I thought she would make it to the evac point. When I arrived, she wasn't there. I tried to wait for her, but Longbow and Vanguard reported there were no survivors and then took us all away. When I got out of Galaxy, the FBSA put me straight to work on helping Atlas. All I can do now is try to push forward and fix things here. There'll be time for morning later, right? I suppose so. What's next? Wow! Cold as ice, Homerun. Well, I think I have an idea on what we could do next. It's a little crazy, but I think it might just work. What do you have in mind? We need to find one of the Hellions' bases and get information on what they're planning and where they're holding those hostages without them knowing about it, which means you'll need to get yourself some information and a disguise. You got an idea on where to get both? I just might. We're getting reports about Hellions loitering around one of the tunnels nearby. An eyewitness said that it looked like they might be guarding a possible supply cache. If you take down Hellion informants, you can find out where their cache is. After that, you can disguise yourself as the informant to go get in there and find some information. If we go incognito, we might be able to catch them off guard. And by we, I mean you. Sorry. I figured as much. Sell. Luck. Sell. Okay, let's go grab a level up and speak with Jose Brogan. I'm going to kind of bounce back and forth between these quests. They both seem to kind of be leading towards the same, you know, destroy the Hellions kind of missions here. So I think it's a good start to kind of get a feel for where the story's taking us. You're ready for security level 5. By the way, you can use the monorail to help you get around the city. Monorails are fun and good for the environment. Great. Add an enhancement slot. So let's add one to Jawbreaker, maybe one more to... You know what? Let's add one to Temp and Vulnerability. I'm not installing enhancements just yet because we're low on influence. We won't be low on influence forever. Also, Twin Shot is hanging out in Atlas Park. A sassy little Spitfire calling herself Twin Shot has been watching you ever since you showed up in Paragon City. Now you're hearing she's been talking about you with other super-powered types in Atlas Park. Perhaps you might want to see why she's taken an interest in you. This contact has now been added to the active tab of your contact window. Ooh, I think Twin Shot's part of like a super... So these are all other players doing... just getting wild. I don't know what's going on right now. But everybody's getting a little crazy. Okay. So, you know what? Do we go talk to Twin Shot, or do we do these missions first? Let's do these missions first. Let's go talk to Jose Brogan. And then we'll talk to Twin Shot. I'm pretty sure Twin Shot sends us on kind of a pretty serious string of missions. Rocket Pack. So Rocket Pack is also something new. I think they did it so that new players could get around a little more effectively. Jose Brogan. That's a great mustache. Later. I'm in the middle of a case. You ought to see if Twin Shot can use your help. Okay. I'll just... Thanks for coming out, Jose. Wow. Now, these guys... Not a lot of... Let's stick to the mission here. Let's stick to the mission. Stop Skull's attack on party. Atlas Park. That superhero's name is Sustainable Fear. It doesn't sound very superhuman-ish. Earth for humans. Let's keep it that way. Interesting. They are still among us. Report any strange activity to the Vanguard. The Promenade. Stop the Skull's attack on the party in Atlas Park. So we still got our temporary invulnerability turned on. Homerun Henry is nigh invulnerable, like the Tick. The heavy bass beat of the music drowns out the screams of the panicked crowd. Okay, well, at least we get some mission music this time. Running for your life, eh, Deborah? Classic. Classic Deborah. Damage boost. Oh, wow. He just cranked me in the head with a sledgehammer. Grand slam. Nope, didn't send him flying. Getting tougher. 4 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Invention salvage found. Okay, that'll be useful. You've received your first piece of invention salvage. This can be used with more salvage and recipes to create enhancements, costume pieces, or temporary powers. To learn more about the invention system, see any trainer. That's actually pretty cool that we could, you know, kind of adjust our costume later down the line. Now, while I said I have millions of influence on another character, which is the currency, it's not because I kind of earned it in any meaningful way. Some guy, the player base here is really nice, especially the diehard ones that have been on for a long time. Some guy gave me like 15 million influence and power leveled one of my characters so I could get right to the end game content. Which is extremely feasible, and that's kind of why I'm doing this playthrough. I really wanted to play through all of the story, all of the content. I want to know what's going on in Paragon City. And you will find in this game that a lot of people late game, they're min-maxers. They're looking for the best of everything. The best combo. I mean, that kind of happens inevitably in every game. But if you are playing this game, one of the beauty things about it is you're not going to be too hamstrung if you just, you know, play by feel. If you make the superhero you want. Grand slam. For instance, I don't think our tiny baseball bat wielding tanker is some kind of meta game. I literally just read the description and it said good for solo play. And so here we are. Grand slam. I shouldn't say that unless they go flying. Here it comes. He didn't go flying, he just died. She got a shot off midair. Nothing up here. 2 people to rescue. Okay. Destroyed. Another thing this game does really well is it makes your character feel heroic. Like if you've watched The Watchmen or The Boys, or you're a fan of anime and you like My Hero Academia, it does a really good job. The customization is honestly, it's nearly endless. When you're designing your character, the amount of power choices in this game are extreme. Especially when it comes to the weapon variety, if you choose to go that route. Like, I chose mace kind of as a secondary power. That's the name of the power tree. But you can have a baseball bat, you can have a war mace, you can have a pipe, you could be like Plumber Man. It's... The customization of this game is insane. Insane. And the way you can make your character look, honestly, I've spent a few hours, and I say that completely unashamed, in character creation, because designing characters in this game is so much fun. Now, where are those bad guys at? 2 people to rescue. There's somebody running. There's another person running. Interesting. Missed these people completely. Night night. Wonder what that enhancement was. I kind of wish it gave you a little indication of which enhancement. Okay, rescue the last person. This is gonna be tough. Sometimes it's hard to find these people. Speed things up a bit here. Found ya. Grand slam. Thanks for saving me. You're the best. No problem, Co-Carnage. If you don't know who Co-Carnage is, he's one of my favorite streamers. Okay. Contact. We can call... Nope. Task complete. We have to... Why do we have to keep going back to Susan Davies? Give me your cell phone number. Let's go... I guess we have to walk past her anyways, so let's go talk to Susan Davies, and then we will find an informant. I can't believe I'm not at a level yet, actually. Maybe I can kind of grind that out quickly. Let's find some Hellions to defeat. Or somebody. Anybody. They don't have to be Hellions. Are these guys going to give me experience? Kind of. Or experience is not enough experience. So if they have gray names, you're generally not going to grab XP from them. Meaningful XP anyways. Green, however, green we can work with. Unless you miss them. That said, guys who are gray are also not going to do much damage to you. I'll take my 28 experience from that. What are we doing here? Matthew, Hibashi, find a Hellion informant. Oh, let's go talk to Susan Davies. Captain Kanake. Level 50. I don't like that. I don't like the K and the K. So Captain Canuck was an actual comic book superhero. If you're catching the stream later, you're hanging out now, I highly recommend you look it up. I have issue number... I think I have issue number 2. I wish I had issue number 1. I've gone to plenty of comic book stores, comic book auctions trying to find it. Captain Canuck, older than Captain America, I'll mention, is a superhero, but not a superhero. He's actually an ex-CSIS agent, which is Canada's secret service, like secret CIA, basically. So what are we doing here? What are we doing here? It just said I need to return. Okay. Well, mission over. We got nothing. And here's a new available mission. The Skulls have been making good progress in their efforts to move Superdine on the streets of Atlas Park. We can't let this continue. I'd like you to patrol Atlas Park and watch for skull activity. If we can get them to crawl back under their rock, we may save a lot of citizens from their own worst impulses. Or... there's something I'd like you to take care of. The Skulls of King's Row are planning to spread their Superdine drugs to the streets of Atlas Park. I'm determined to see that they fail totally. I've located one of their distribution centers. I'd like you to defeat the Skulls and confiscate the Superdine. We have to keep this drug off the streets. So, let's go get him at the source. So deep within Hellion territory, the Skulls will surely be ready for a fight. Whatever. But I have to go somewhere else for that, I think, she said. Steal something. Defeat Hellion informants. Defeat Skulls. No, this is all... okay, no, this is all in Atlas Park. We're good. We're good. I thought we had to go to, like, King's Row for some reason. We'll go to the Hellion informant here. How far away is this guy? 426 yards? Jetpack time. Oh, wait. Not jetpack time. Not jetpack time. Enhancement time. Let's see what we've got for enhancements here. We have a damager that we can't use. Recharge that we can't use. Defense buff. Increases defense buffs. Are these not defense buffs? Enhances accuracy. We'll take that with Jawbreaker. To hit buff. That's kind of the same thing, maybe. Helmet range. Okay, let's sell all these. To whoever this is. Superpowered field trainer. So again, we're just going to sell. So see this? She offers a ton of enhancements here. And she'll always sell you enhancements that match your level. Or kind of your max, you know, what you can utilize. I think you can utilize 2 levels higher. The best ones that I've found so far are these dragon ones. The Dragon Rage Damage, Dragon Flurry, Dragon Strike. And I think there's maybe a couple more expensive ones down the line, but those are kind of the ones that we want to save up for. So I've got 9,000 influence, but, you know, enhancements aren't really making a huge difference for us right now, I don't think. This one's kind of out of date, the accuracy one. The bash is still good for that extra damage. Maybe on our next level or the level after, I'm going to kind of be concerned about utilizing some more enhancements if we can, or trying to find better enhancements, which might mean just going around town trying to farm higher level mobs. Hellion informant. There's our guy. Grand Slam. Go into the Hellion warehouse. That was hard. First guy you see, just knock him out and take his clothes. I can't wait to see. So we're going to put on a disguise. And we're the tiniest. We're a full-size Hellion? Okay, if you've never seen Pinky and the Brain, this is how I imagine this right now. We're basically just the upper torso for height. Hey guys, what's up? Just your fellow Hellion here. Can I fight these guys? Oh, that'd be so cool. It'd be way cooler if you could make the, you know, informed decision to just deal sweet, sweet justice. Oh, hey guys. Just a fellow Hellion here. Let me just, no reason at all, but I'm gonna look in this crate. You sift through various items belonging to the Hellions and find documents detailing something called the Ritual of Souls. The ROS. There are details here on where the ritual will be taking place, that it requires 4 pure souls, and that it will summon a powerful demon to cause chaos and destruction in Atlas. There's also mention that an outside source gave the Hellions components to perform this ritual. Hey fellas, I'm just gonna borrow the ROS, Ritual of Souls, just in case you didn't know. You probably don't. You're not in the know, especially you with the jackhammer. What are you even doing? And how are you guys just relaxing? Just gonna borrow this. Don't mind the pentagram on the ground. Hey guys, yeah, just taking the Ritual of Souls. Careful with that box. Came from up top. Guys with horns on your heads. Yeah, need this. Need this Ritual of Souls. Take it easy. Peace out. This game is ridiculous, but awesome. Give me a level. Elvis Destroyer. Oh, I missed. I don't care about Matthew Habashi. Actually, we can call him. Great work, Homerun Henry. I read that as great work, homie. You found information about something called the Ritual of Souls? ROS, please, Matthew. That doesn't sound good at all. But at least we know where they're going to be performing this ritual. What worries me is who exactly gave this ritual to the Hellions. We can worry about that later. However, we have some more pressing matters to deal with. Ask about available missions. Finale. There's no time to lose, Homerun Henry. We know where the Hellions are preparing this Ritual of Souls. You need to get in there and put a stop to them once and for all. The most important thing is to stop that ritual and rescue the citizens who were kidnapped. There's one other thing I'd like you to look into. What is it? I'd like to see if you can find out who gave them the ritual. If someone's supplying the Hellions with something this dangerous, who knows who else they could be helping. That's all assuming you can stop the ritual. If not, well, we'll have bigger problems on our hands than who is giving these guys rituals. Thanks for the vote of confidence, Matthew Habashi. Gonna have to sort that guy out. Okay, well, we'll stop the Ritual of Souls after we defeat all the skulls in the warehouse house. No skulls outside. An acrid chemical sting assaults your senses the moment you enter the building. Finally, some mission music, am I right? More drug stashes to confiscate. Oh yeah, these people are serious. Oof. Took each other out. Enhancement found. Let's see, honestly, let's see what enhancement we got. If we can use it right away. Of course we can't. Of course we can't. Why would you give me an enhancement that I can actually use? That'd be crazy. Wow. Orange. Not great. Stack that damage. Knife toss. Punch. Bash. Let's prepare to go airborne. Or just die. That looks like a drug stash right there. We'll come back to that. There's one right there. 2? Maybe 3? Maybe one's a dud. Grand Slam. Wait, no. No. Grand Slam. They can't seem to get through this temp invulnerability yet, which is awesome. I mean, we're pretty low level, I get that. But I can't see this move getting any less useful if I can stack some good enhancements into it to keep up with our level. Inspirations are coming in. Like, sometimes you go kill after kill after kill and don't get any inspirations. So this has actually been pretty decent considering we're doing this all alone. Honestly, it never gets old. Disorient? Give me that disorient chance. And that would be great. Knife toss. Missed. That level up's gonna help. We'll be able to do quite a bit more damage to these guys, I think. Or at least it knocks down the difficulty level of enemies. Because it turns, you know, green ones blue, blue ones gray. This guy would have been orange a second ago. Mission complete. I know it says mission complete. You know, I was hoping there'd be more, but there is not. I mean, all things considered, this is going really well. Contact. Wait. Active. Susan Davies. Give her a call. Give her a call. You gain 40 experience and 40 influence. That's awesome. So I didn't realize that completing missions... Now, I should have. And I've done a few on some of my other characters, but I didn't realize that completing missions was actually beneficial, which is why I kind of just allowed one of my characters to get speed leveled up there. You've done an excellent job. The Skulls distribution network has been smashed. I'll send this Super Dean on to the authorities right away. I sent it through the cell phone, obviously. You've actually managed to impress me, Homerun Henry. I'm happy to do anything within my power to assist you. Why can I click this? I have a new contact for you to meet. I think you can help each other. Can I click this? What? I have a new contact for you to meet. I think you can help each other out. Rachel Torres. Detective Torres is tough and efficient. You might learn a thing or two from her. There's a detective who you should meet. Rachel Torres knows all about the happenings on the streets. Could probably give you good leads on the lost. She can be located in Atlas Park. Nice. Okay, so we got another contact. Now let's go stop the Ritual of Souls. Once we swing by Atlas Park for a level up. And the Ritual of Souls sounds pretty serious, so I'm considering maybe grabbing an enhancement or two. That man has bird claws for feet, and that dude is huge. Lord of the Cosmos, Masters of the Universe? Yeah. Trained to a new level of power. Similar enhancements can be combined on a power to create a more powerful version. If two enhancements boost the same aspect of power, such as accuracy or damage, then they can be combined. The closer two enhancements are in level, the greater the chance that they can be combined. In order to launch the combination screen, to click the power name on the enhancement screen. Train up to next level. I think we're good with temp invulnerability and resist physical damage. Resist elements may come into effect soon. I think we're going to be getting hit with maybe fire and other things shortly. But for now, let's add another attack to give us more finishing capacity. Okay, let's go stop the Ritual of Souls. Seems important. At least Whoa, just surfed the fence line. At least Matthew Habashi thought it was important. Red Beast, bring out the animal in you. It's like the budget Red Bull. Okay, before we get started here, I'm gonna have a little bio break, grab another drink, I'll be right back. Okay. Time to stop the ritual of souls. The air in this part of the office building is filled. Wait, did I take my glass away? We're good. The air in this part of the office building is filled with smoke and magic. You can just see that sort of thing. There's no time to lose. You need to save those people. Well, there's enough time to pour a drink. Ooh, let's try the new one on. Nice. Okay, okay. I bet you those hurt, so let's avoid them. Night-night. I mean, Homerun Henry is not disappointing here in terms of damage output, survivability, all-around awesomeness. Got his red Chuck Taylors on. Cinderburn said he's got plans or something. Doesn't matter much to me. I'm having a blast with all the cops out of town. What's next after the demon? The demon? I don't know if I'm prepared for this, gentlemen. Night-night. Grand Slam. Missed me. Knife toss. Crank on a... Ooh, we're gonna have to hit the elevator. Burning building, people talking about demons. This is just a Wednesday afternoon for Homerun Henry. I found the civilians. Hello, Cinderburn. Get airborne. So, remember how I said I think we're gonna run into elemental damage in a little? As it turns out, Cinderburn here does fire damage. Check the nearby computer. Can anyone hear this? Hello? Please. Someone. Is anyone there? Please, I don't have much time. They're gonna find me at any moment. I'm here with other survivors. Please, someone needs to hear this. I'm here. My name is Homerun Henry. Who is this? Homerun Henry. Oh, it's so good to hear somebody else. My name is Dana Habashi. Dana Habashi? Matthew's wife? Matthew? He's safe? He got out of Galaxy City? He is. Hold on. Let me get him on the communicator. You get your communicator and radio in Matthew Habashi. Listen. Why would you listen, man? Dana, you're alive? You're alive? Matthew, I don't have much time to talk. I'm being held prisoner by Arachnos. What? Where? We're coming to get you. You and Homerun Henry need to hear this. Arachnos has captured survivors of Galaxy City and they're funding gangs in Atlas Park to destabilize it. I missed the rest. You need to stop them or else. I guess it's down there at the bottom. They're the ones who helped the Hellions. There she is. Take her back in. Ooh, she didn't get away. Dana, we're going to find you. I promise. We've got this handy dandy radar here on this computer. Just because I'm holding out hope that somebody's awesome in the development community, is there anything that I can loot in here? Any single thing at all? Nothing? No clues, no hints, no boxes. Nada. In all this wreckage, not a single thing would be useful to old Homerun Henry. Exit. Well, at least Detective Habashi's wife, Agent Habashi, she's still alive. Call or speak to Matthew Habashi. Let's give him a shout. Well, we saved the day, Homerun Henry. Those people you saved will be safe, and the Hellions' plan is stopped. I just wish that there was some answer for my wife, that we knew where she was. If only I was able to go back and find her. None of this would have happened in the first place. She'd be safe. Your wife's alive, Matthew. It's not too late to save her. Solid wisdom from an 11-year-old. You've received your first merit reward. These merits are rewarded for completing difficult tasks and allowing you to exchange it for powerful rewards such as enhancements. Merits can be spent at the various merit reward vendors through Paragon City, Pretoria, and the Rogue Isles. Merit rewards are stored in the Special tab in your salvage window. Note, merits earned from completing task forces / strike forces and trials are subject to diminishing returns if the same task is completed more than once within a 24-hour period, so try out different task forces, strike forces, and trials to maximize your rewards. That was a lot to read. Okay. The old Matthew here. You're right, I still have a chance. Not everyone can say that, right? We also need to make sure Atlas is safe. I'll work on my end to see what I can find regarding Arachnos, what they're doing, what they're planning, and where they're holding my wife and the other prisoners. I know some people who could use your help right now. They're fighting the good fight in Atlas, but they're losing. Who are these people? One of the people who needs your help is a man named Officer Fields, a rookie cop who was part of the Galaxy City PD, and another is a woman named Sandra Costel. You only have time to help one of them, but don't worry. There's another hero who was inspired by your actions with the Hellions who's going to help whoever you can't get to. Be introduced to a new contact. Okay. Officer Fields is a rookie cop who barely made it out of Galaxy City. He's working a beat over in the Promenade. He sent word there that the PPD needs some help on a murder case, one that could quickly turn to a series of murders. Sandra Costel is a doctor who worked for the hospital in Galaxy City. In Galaxy City? She's trying to help people in the Hyperion way, but there's a force working against her. She could use your help, Homerun Henry. I say we help stop the series of murders. Yes, I'm sure. Officer Fields is new to this whole thing, but hey, so am I. We did a good job together, right? I'll let you know when I find out more information about Arachnos activity here in Atlas. Okay, before we tackle another mission, let's take a look at our map. Zoom in a bit. See where we haven't been. Dark parts of the city are going to be where we haven't been. Argosy Industrial, that's this way. I think what we're going to do here is deal some sweet, sweet justice. Wow. knocked me down and was full on ready to kill me. Where did I put Atlas Park? This way. Jump. Nope. Fly. So that rocket pack, I think I've only got that rocket pack for 30 minutes or so. But if you'll notice, our double XP booster has run out. So let's go refresh that little guy. I'm not sure how often I can do this, and I only learned about it recently. Entirely by accident, actually. And I don't know if there's more than one place to get it, but this is the best way that I know how. We hop into the back of the suspect truck. Go to a DJ nightclub. Run and grab our double XP booster. And then head back out to do our missions. So, typically you would buy one of those before you were doing farms. And I think that's why they put that there. So, what's in this building is called a farm. And that's where players basically spawn into kind of an endless... Not an endless, there's 4 or 5 massive rooms of enemies that you fight against. And it's for level 50 plus characters who are confident and just want to... I think there's prestige levels. I don't know a lot about what they've added to this game. But I do know that this double XP booster is kind of intended for speed running characters, you know, if you're farming. So what do we have here? We have no tasks. We have some new contacts. Let's go check out Twin Shot. Hey there, kid. Finally, somebody is treating us like a child. The name's Twin Shot, but you can just call me Twin Shot. Your name has been floating around out there for a bit now, and I'm hearing good things. I figured that maybe you might want to hang out at the cool kids table. So I'm gonna go head over to where me and my buddies are hanging out and let them all know you're coming over. Sound good? Yeah, I guess I'll hang out with you guys. Cool. So here's the area where you can find us in the door code to get in. Stop by whenever and I'll introduce you to all the rest. Meet the gang, Atlas Park. Super jetpack. Could probably run there more quickly, honestly. What's this guy's name? The Gargantuan Brave. But she's tiny. I don't get it. Super happy they gave us this rocket pack. And I don't know. I kind of want everybody's input, either in the chat or in the comments later, if anybody even likes City of Heroes. But do you think we should go with super jumping as a means of travel, right? Like leaping, a lot like the Hulk, or should we go with flying? I don't know if I'm a fan of flying necessarily. This sounds like the place Twin Shot told you to show up at. Find the intercom terminal, let Twin Shot know you're here. Whoop. Guessing it's this gigantic thing. This looks like the security terminal Twin Shot told you to use when you showed up. Large flashing words indicate that you should choose one of the buttons below the screen. Notification. You are on private property. Identify yourself at once. My name is Homerun Henry. Twin Shot sent me. Searching. Imposter, real identity, Arachnos infiltration agent, initiating self-destruct sequence in T-minus 5 seconds of counting. Wait, I'm not from Arachnos, I swear. I'm really Homerun Henry. 5. Is this for real? 4. But you can't just... 2. Hey, wait a second. You forgot 3. 1. Tick, 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 tick. Step away from the terminal. Boom! Hey there, Homerun Henry. Hello. Are you good? Are you good? Relax. Stop it. Okay. How'd you going, eh? Should have seen your face. At least you didn't try to blow up the terminal the way that Flambeau did when I pulled that trick on her. What was that all about? It's something I do to all the new guys. Keep them on their toes. So even though I think you're cool, my buddies might think you're a square, you know? Now, I've already put in a good word for you, so this should be easy. Let's go introduce you to them. Sounds good to me. Who's first? Let's go chat it up with Proton. This is his place for hanging out in, so I figured he'd want to meet the person who's tromping around the place, you know? He should be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, up on the 2nd floor, down the hallway, and up the elevators. I'll let you lead the way so you can get a good feel of the place. Indeed. Meet the gang. Talk to Proton. Hello. Oh, hello there. Hello, let me introduce myself. I am Proton, and I welcome you here to my lab. It may not be much, but considering my unusual circumstances, it was the best I could cobble together on short notice. Unusual circumstances? Oh, that's a long story, and one that I'll be happy to share once we get to know each other a little better. Although I am looking forward to that time, currently I'm in the midst of running some very important analyses of recent data that I've collected, and I need every moment I can get that affords me peace and quiet. I apologize for disturbing you. Oh no, I didn't mean to imply that you were the one disturbing. Proton looks towards the direction of the new guest with a look of disappointment on his face. Hey, where are you? Where are you? Are you still, like, doing science? I take it this is the person? Oh, darn. Well, it would seem that my experiment will need to be concluded later. Ah, then it is her. Ah, Flambeau, my dear. Well, yes, I'm doing the science again. A lot of science, actually. One could say that I'm doing, oh, tons and tons of the science. If only this game understood how that expression would change 20 years later. Perhaps I should get back to work. No, but why? It's so boring. Hey, who's this? No, that's quite alright. I'm quite certain that I'll be unable to get any work done. Unfortunately, a very good while. However, I do thank you for your kindness, friend. Not everyone is so understanding. Proton looks to Flambeau with a polite smile. Flambeau, have you met our new friend, Homerun Henry? I'll talk with her so you can get back to work. You turn and talk with Flambeau. Hey there. The name's... Why are they dancing? Stop dancing. Hey there, the name's Flambeau because I'm hot. Like hot because of fire, right? And also because, well, I'm hot. See. Don't listen to her, she's just jealous. I keep trying to tell her that the brooding emo look is so last year. That's interesting, I think. If you'll excuse me for a moment, blah, blah. Yeah, you keep believing that, sister. What? Where are you going, Proton? Great way to go, twin. You just scared him away with your tough guy look again. So I bet you have a lot of questions about me, don't you? Don't worry, it's natural. Most people do. Well, where do I begin? Okay, so, like, I came here to Paragon City because I felt people needed a hero, right? And I knew that I'm so totally a hero. Okay, so then, oof. Twin shot. Okay, kids, torture time is done. I'll introduce you to Dillo. He's on the top floor. But I was just getting fine. I guess a little pipsqueak is more important than hearing about how I can make fire, like, totally shoot from my hands while I'm coming along, too. Let's go find Dillo. Stop talking. Horb, my earthling friends, you come to make sounds at me. My feeling is excitement at seeing more living earthlings. Homerun Henry, correct, Horb. Dillo makes air sounds at you in greeting. Air sounds? Correct, Horb. I'm making air sounds like an earthling so we can be friends. You're friends with me, correct. Yes. Jubilations. And how does the earthling say? The hot dogs. I cannot make air sounds to say my energy sign. Oh, earthlings say name, but my friends say that I am Dillo. You can bellow air and say Dillo to me too. I will say Homerun Henry to you and we'll be happy. Horb. I'm just gonna start shouting Horb at people. I'm from a world that is not Earth, and I come to warn the Earthlings of dangers. The Proton and the Twin Shot say it is too late, because Shivans moved faster than me. So now I stay to annihilate Shivans and end all existence of life signs of Shivan peoples. Orb for Earth. Here to help us with the Shivans? Correct. We encountered Shivans where annihilation was given as our gift. Dillo momentarily turns his attention to Twin Shot. Orb, we will make sounds at you in future times, the Twin Shot. So, my sounds are being made to say that we now find other life clusters and give warnings to them, and I chose Earthlings clusters. Your people were destroyed? Not all my people, only in your counting of 10 and 8 of my planets were removed. Oof. My people still have 3 left. Oh, that's horrible. The Flambeau wants to make air sounds about her person. So, like, now the Grumpy Gus is gone, how about we go back to talking about me? We like to listen to her, since she makes many, many air sounds. Let us open the breath holes and listen to her air sounds. Correct? Actually, I think your story is more... Conversation pauses as Twin Shot comes over the intercom. Dillo appears to swell up. Blah, blah, blah. Twin Shot requests assistance. We must go. I'm right with you. Oh my gosh, do I have to run all the way back downstairs? Rough. That can be kind of confusing if you haven't done it before. Wolf, spider... Wow, really? Get out of here. Wolf, spider, arachnos infiltration unit? You're kidding. These guys are kind of cool, actually. Ooh, I only got 40 experience for one of them. I should have attacked both of them. Talk to Grim. I am Grim. Wolfman. And I come from another land. No shit. I wish to join your groups that I may guard over your safety. Why do you want to do that? I've been chosen to bear... Spider Lords, eh? That's a new one. To bear the honor of protecting this city. I see that you are unable to defend yourself from the Spider Lords. Well, I guess there is that. How do we know we can trust you? By tracing the silver cord of my aura. Ah, yes. You possess very different senses than I do. Then you will need to use your own judgment. Well, I guess. Then it is settled. I shall choose a small area nearby and make a den. Okay. Guy's just gonna go piss in a corner. Talk to Twin Shot. Stop dancing. Well, turns out it was a bit more exciting than I originally planned. So what do you think? Do we seem like the people you want to hang with? Sure, I'll think about it. Okay, same here. I need to chat with the guys and see what they think about you. That seems fair. Why don't you meet me back in Atlas in a few and I'll let you know what they had to say. See you there. Exit. Okay. 2 hours of City of Heroes. We've kind of knocked out the beginning of the low-level story. We're uprooting Hellions. We're saving the world. Let's go bang out level 7 here quickly. And then I think we'll call it a win. Let's see if we can do that. We just need to find some, like fallen gunners and where did he go? Okay, that happens. That's been known to happen. I don't know who these people are. A mortificator. Let's grab level 7 here. And then that should bring us just about to 2 hours. Kill a couple more of these. Come back to this maybe in a week or two. See if we want to move along the story. We'll see if anybody's actually interested in watching the story. So if you are interested in checking out this story, the rest of the City of Heroes story, or you want information on how to get on, it's called City of Heroes Homecoming. If you just fire that into the Google, you will get all the information you could use. to get started. And you could use this stream maybe as a quick example, quick little guide on how to grab some double XP tokens, because I lead you right to them. But it'll be super useful if you let me know in the comments if this is something you'd like to see more of. I really, really enjoy this game, and like I've said before, I generally, if I'm streaming, it's because that's my time to game. And so, if this is something anybody's interested in seeing more of, I really enjoy playing it, and I'd like to stream more of it. So please let me know. Let me know what you think. Get out of here, other hero. Lord of the Cosmos. Masters of the Universe. So close to level 7. Oh, what a hit. Okay, looking a little better. I don't know if we get any AoE attacks. AoE attacks would be sweet, so I can do damage to more than one guy at once. I didn't actually look to see if there were any of those in these stats. There we go. There's our level 7 level up. I'm gonna go assign some of those powers. I don't need your help, tiny man. Train to a new level of power. 2 new enhancement slots. Awesome. I think we go pulverize, we add to that. And again, we add to our baseline resist physical damage. And soon I'll start slotting enhancements in a lot of these defensive abilities. Oh, Shauna Stockwell is looking for heroes, curbing the rising crime rate in Kings Row. So Kings Row is actually kind of the next area. If we're looking at this area right here, this is Atlas Park. And if we go to the city, you'll see that we have Steel Canyon, Perez Park, The Hollow, Kings Row, Galaxy City, Callisti Wharf, Boomtown, Striga Isle, Croatoa, the Rickety War Zone, Craze Folly, Brickstown, on and on and on it goes. But hopefully we get to all that in due time. Anyways, thank you everybody for hanging out for this. And if you're catching the stream later, thank you for checking it out. I really appreciate it. And let me know what you think. I really enjoy this game. So fire a comment our way and tell me what you thought of the playthrough of the game. If you're a long-time player of the game and you're checking this video out, I would appreciate some pointers, some tips. I'm not into metagaming, but I do enjoy a little bit of help with direction time and again. So thanks so much everybody for hanging out, and I look forward to seeing everybody back.